Here now, Wisconsin Congressman Sean Duffy. Sean, good to see you. Or, excuse me, Congressman.
You too, Dagen.
We know each other on a first-name basis now.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Put some odds on whether we get really something substantive out of these negotiations with China. And I mean to stop this theft of our intellectual property, our most valuable assets in some ways, and to stop the forced surrender of technology. Those are the two big kind of sticking points.
They are. Listen, I don't know. I mean, in America, we have presidential elections every 4 years. You know, in a communist country like China, they have a president or dictator for life. They can play the long game better than us, and so I think that puts us at a disadvantage. Though I would say that, you know, Donald Trump's effort to use tariffs as a tool to open up the Chinese market and, as you mentioned, stop the forced transfer of technology and actually get them to stop stealing our technology via the web, he's making progress, and even bringing China to the table to sit down and have a conversation on these topics, I think, is positive. But also, we would note that the Chinese make a lot of promises. They slow walk us, and then, you know, in the last minute they pull away. So I'm a little bit skeptical. But, you know, in the new year, I'm going to be hopeful too, Dagen.
Maddie Doppler's here, Congressman.
Hi, Congressman. I'm a fellow Wisconsinite and cheese curd lover, so I know that dairy was, of course, a big point of contention in the new NAFTA renegotiations, but other commodities very important to Wisconsin, the rest of the Midwest, and that really has a lot to do with how we deal with China. So do you think going into the new year, Congress can play a role in these Chinese-U.S. negotiations, and if so, what can they do to expedite these processes along?
Well, so first of all, a couple things. I think we need one negotiator, and I think we want to give that to the president. Though the Congress gives those trade negotiations to the Congress, we need a lead and a head point on those negotiations, which is the executive. But we want to approve those deals. We're working on a deal right now, though. We would like the president to have reciprocal tariff authority. So listen, if we have China or any other country that has tariffs on an American product, let's give the president the authority to reciprocate with tariffs on like products from the U.S. And, he could argue, the president could, that he has the authority, but I don't think it's that clear from the Congress. If we give the president the authority to say, listen, in a moment, tomorrow, I'm going to put tariffs on your products like you have on ours, I think it would put other countries who use tariffs against American-produced products back on their heels and be a real benefit to actually reducing global tariffs and opening markets up to the United States, which, again, that means, you know, more manufacturing in America, more jobs for Americans, and higher salaries for our families, which is what we want to have happen.
Congressman, this would send the global supply chain into a tailspin, because there are, like, for example, BMW or Mercedes-Benz, they manufacture a lot of automobiles here in the United States, which benefit us, but they might use parts imported from overseas, number one. And I don't think that President Trump has sent any indication that he wants zero tariffs. Why are the steel and aluminum tariffs in place despite this new deal that we got done with Canada and Mexico?
So I think you bring up a good point. If you look at the tariffs that have been used by the president, I think the only protectionist tariffs have been the steel and aluminum. Everything else has been to open up markets. And again, I think we have to come at this with clean hands. We have to say, listen, we do want free trade, and free trade is good, and we'll use tariffs to reduce barriers. Well, we have to do the same thing as well, and that means the president has to take a second look at the steel and aluminum tariffs. But again, when you talk about BMW, this becomes really simple. Limit your tariffs, reduce your tariffs or non-tariff barriers to American-produced products, and we'll do the same here. And I think in the end, open and free and fair trade is really good for the global economy, but it's really good for Americans. We can't compete with one hand tied behind our back. And I would just note that we've all known that China is a huge problem, and they cheat, they steal, and they lie. Every president has acknowledged that. You've acknowledged this on your program, Dagen. But we finally have a president who's willing to step up and fight them on this. And this isn't just important for, you know, our future generations. This is important for all of us. We're going to be a second-class nation to China in 10 or 15 years from now. So when their economy is larger and their military is that much bigger, are we going to be better off dealing with China 15, 20 years from now? Or is today the time to deal with them? I think today is. And again, so much of America is short-term, and the Chinese are long-term. Let's take a longer-term view. Let's just not look at what's going to happen today in the markets because of, you know, Donald Trump's tweets, or what's going to happen in the next quarter of earning reports. Let's look long term and say, how can we fundamentally change the way we deal in a global economy that's going to help the American manufacturer and American family?